If we could have everyone stand, we will have the entry of the graduates. Before you sit down, tradition at Career Path High that we start our meeting on the school touchstone on the back of your programs. At the bottom. And I ask you to recite it with us. How do we succeed?
We succeed by building positive relationships, encouraging clear communication, fostering an inclusive community of respect, collaborating to embrace academic challenges, honoring student achievement, and developing learning momentum that continues into the future.
You may now be seated and say the It is my honor to welcome you to the 22 graduation ceremony of Career Path High. My name is Stacey Hutchins, and I am privileged to be the director of Career Path High. And I'm excited to see this packed room. This is awesome. I stand in the back, but I kind of love it. So we're going to honor this great achievement of these graduates. First, I always like to start out very quickly with some gratitude, because there's a lot of gratitude to be shared on this really important day. And graduates, I love you to death. This whole ceremony is about you, except for this first part. This is where you get to thank those that helped you get here. So I'm going to ask you to stand up, graduates. Have you faced the Career Path High faculty and give them a hand. Next, you get to look around this room, see if you can find the eye of those special people that are supporting you here today and have been supporting you for your lifetime and the last few years. Go ahead, wave so they can see you, because this is for you. This is for you. Let's give them a hand. I always like to start with that gratitude because it's really important, because we know at Career Path High that we don't We do it together. We work hard together, we support each other, and that's how we succeed in life. And when that happens, it's important to thank each other for that support. And if I leave any message with you graduates, we will start our program with the Pledge of Allegiance by Bibble Startup, one of our early graduates, or it's going to be led by Bibble Startup, one of our early graduates.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Greetings, graduates and families. My name is Valerie Jones, and I've been the interim principal for the second half of the year at Curve High. And it is my delight to introduce our student speakers today. Our salutatorian is Joshua McFarland. Joshua is an incredible student who is killing it in plumbing. I do not say that lightly. But he's folded Skills USA and is headed to nationals because he was running for Skills USA. Where is that again, Josh? Atlanta, Georgia. Yep. He also ranks in the top 5 of our class. So we're super excited to hear from Josh.
Thank you for all being here tonight. I'm very honored to welcome the friends, family, teachers, administrators, and soon-to-be graduates of Career Path High. I would like to give special thanks to the teachers of Career Path High. Without them, I would not be where I am today. I have no doubt that many of my fellow graduates share that same sentiment. Career Path High and the staff within it have provided an environment that allowed me to rediscover my passion for learning. I believe CPH forced me to choose the Davis Tech program. I chose to enroll in the plumbing program. I'd always had interest in construction, but I mostly wanted money. My 2 years of attending this class, I've achieved more than I thought possible. I made friends like I never had before, improved my work ethic, and acquired the outrageous title of state plumbing champion. Anyways, now that I've fulfilled the requirements for my best, I would never miss mark for an assignment. I would like to share a couple of my own messages for Career Path High's class 2022. Our generation's mentor, Shrek, once said, "Learn to ignore the names people call you and just trust who you are." It is important that we stay true to ourselves and let our core values guide us in life. With that said, we must also seek to understand others and their perspectives. I did well with one last sentence. Now, I could congratulate all of you, but you're going to get far too much of that. Rather, I would like to enlighten you on the great amount of responsibility we get to inherit. No matter who you are or what you believe in, I think we can all agree that our world is both literally and figuratively falling apart. Unfortunately, it is up to us to fix it. I say fortunately because who else is going to mend our planet besides a group of procrastinating misfits who refuse to play by the rules that got us here in the first place? Sadly, time is running out, but considering when I finish this speech, we work our best when the due date is minutes away. Thank you and good luck.
Sheila has been an incredible student of ours. She has over 900 hours completed in the architecture and engineering program. And she is our top ranked student. I'm excited to welcome her to give her a vote for grad.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Shayla Chettitz. I was announced as valedictorian this year. But before I start my speech, I want to make one thing clear. I personally made sure that Will Smith isn't here. Trust me, I checked. So thankfully, I won't be getting slapped, even though I'm pretty sure we're all bummed that this isn't the Oscars. So in all seriousness, I'm grateful to have this opportunity. I want to begin with a quote that I really enjoy. It's by Don Henley, and it reads, "The best light comes from a burning bridge." I love the use of the phrase burning bridge because in the end, it's up to interpretation. It can be whatever time in your life that you want it to be, something you experienced an amount of growth from. It can seem like a horrible thing in the moment, but growth doesn't come easy. Getting to where we are now wasn't easy. Your burning bridge might be a rocky relationship, the dumpster fire, otherwise known as 2020, or maybe even simply graduating this year. Anything that was difficult. My biggest burning bridge was my experience with health problems, causing me chronic pain in my left kidney. My left pain so bad that public school was out of the question, as much as we tried to make it work. It was horrible for me and one of the lowest lows in my life. If I were in any normal high school, I wouldn't have been awarded this fantastic honor. Back then, this chaotic world of mine, which was crashing down all around me, allowed me access to Career Path High, a light that shines so bright, which has given me one-on-one access to incredible teachers who change lives here, who make an impact on students who truly need it. I mean it when I say that I appreciate all the faculty and my peers at this school. We have opportunities at Davis Technical College that give us experience and the qualities that we need to be sent out into the world. All of us have grown so much through our high school careers. I've gotten to know so many of you. I've even started my own club. Shout out to Improv Club! So as we say goodbye to this chapter, and as we symbolically burn this bridge in our lives, together, our generation will grow and change the world as we know it. Thank you, everyone. Go Class of 2022!
My guitar fell earlier, so hopefully it's in tune. Who's to say what's impossible they forgot? This will keep spinning and with each new day I can feel the change in everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say. I'll share this love I found with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature. you say. I can't do anything, well I can try. And as I roll along, I begin to see. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find I'll keep spinning in this song. Time to waste a little. Keep spinning, spinning round and round and upside down. Just say what's things go away.
That was the song from Children's Story.
Can I get another round of applause for Braylon? Great excitement and bated breath. I get to introduce our faculty speakers with our who they wanted to speak. And he has done an incredible job with our seniors. And little known fact, which maybe parents don't know, he's actually also a published author. So would I have a round of applause and welcome Mr. Howard.
Well, thank you. And just for those of you in the back, there is a little bit of, there are some seats here in this front row right here, if anyone wants to come up. But, well, hello, graduates, parents, staff, and friends. As was said, my name is Mr. Haslam, and I am the 12th grade English and creative writing teacher. I was asked to be the staff speaker here, and you know, some of you might be wondering how I was asked when there's so many wonderful, you know, other staff members who can deliver something much more insightful than myself. Well, yeah, our graduation committee was pretty much comprised solely of Success Coach students of mine, so I'm here. So I'm going to try to keep my comments pretty brief because you're not here to listen to me today. You are here to celebrate these wonderful graduates and their accomplishments. So I was just hoping to instill thoughts to help you graduates with the next phase of your lives on maybe a little bit stronger footing. So I'm just going to deliver 3 pieces of advice. First is just simply to always make sure that you are, always learning. That can take many different shapes. It can be higher education, certifications, work training, reading, hobbies, whatever. If you don't already have a passion for learning, which I hope we were that passion, I hope that you can find it. Because you each have limitless potential, and accordingly, as you continue to grow as a person day by day, year by year, the only thing that's going to cap your potential is an unwillingness to learn. So always seek out learning, always develop that, and continue to develop that love of learning. I don't feel like I've ever stopped, and I'm a better person because of it. The next piece of advice I have is just to surround yourself with others who are going to support you and lift you up when you stumble. And we can see in this room here, we have a lot of support. Continue to surround yourself with people like that. To illustrate that idea, I'm just going to share a quick story with you, and I apologize to the staff because they've heard this story from me before. In the early 1970s, there was an author trying to break into the publishing world. He was struggling to make ends meet. He was teaching part-time at a local high school and spending long evenings cleaning hospital and hotel sheets in an industrial laundromat. During the long evening hours, he would sit on a washer, balancing his typewriter on his knees, continuing to pursue his passion of writing. He had published a handful of short stories in magazines, and often those small checks were the only thing that kept his family from total financial disaster. He had written 3 novels that hadn't gained any traction with publishers and felt like his current work in progress was a waste in time. So one day, while he was feeling especially low, he took the manuscript he was working on and threw it in the trash. And that could have been the end of the story, and you wouldn't know the name of Stephen King. Yes, I brought up a horror writer, of course I did. Thankfully, though, the story doesn't end there because his wife Tabitha pulled the manuscript of his first published work, Carrie, out of the trash, read it, and then encouraged him to finish it. So he needed someone to support him, and because he had that, we now have the world's best-selling author and not someone that you wouldn't know about from Maine. So surround yourself with those kinds of people who are going to keep pushing you, and you'll never stay low for very long. My final piece of advice is simple. Be willing to make changes in your life. You're going to continue to grow and develop as people. You've got to be a little bit flexible because of that, because just because you maybe have things now, things are going to happen, and then be willing to roll with the punches. I'm going to share a little bit about my own self, actually, along those lines. So when I started my college career, I was an English major with creative writing, and whenever I met anyone and had the usual conversation of, oh, what's your major? I would tell them, and then they'd say, oh, so you want to be a teacher? And I would laugh and say no. Obviously, I'm eating crow today. But so, I finished my degree. I kept going on. I didn't really know what I was going to do, other than apparently not teach. In fact, so I worked a bunch of different jobs trying to find something I would like. One of those jobs actually was in this very building. I was a night security guard. I've done lots of things, and a lot of them were not fun. That was one of the better jobs. But eventually, though, one time I was listening to a podcast of all things, and they had an English teacher on who was just talking about what are his favorite books to teach and what are his least favorite books to teach and stuff like that. And I started thinking to myself, oh, well, if I were a teacher, this is what I would want to teach. This is how I would teach it. And I went, oh no. I do want to teach. I was wrong. I was so wrong. And so I had to then, find a way to adapt. I had to figure out how to get a teaching license, even though, I wasn't getting, I wasn't still in school. I'd been out of school for several years. And so I had to, do a lot of research, get an alternate license. I had to get certifications, trainings. I had to take tests. I had to do lots of stuff. And even with the license, I didn't get anywhere at first. And then I didn't give up. I kept working. I started substitute teaching to kind of build up my resume a little bit. And eventually, I got called in to interview at Career Path High. And everything paid off. And I'm so glad that I did, and that I was willing to roll with an unexpected change in my life. And so, as you continue to grow, as people continue to look at yourselves, because you are going to grow and change in certain ways, and you're going to maybe do things that are unexpected, but be willing to embrace that. So finally, just, again, always be learning, surround yourself with support, and be willing to grow as people. And then, I just can't wait to see what the future holds for all of you. It's been a great pleasure to be your teacher. So please keep in touch, share your future accomplishments. Few things are as meaningful to us as educators as seeing you guys not just in our high school, but seeing what you do next. Congratulations, and thank you.
So when we were planning this program and we were talking through who's going to do what when, I said, the one thing I'm requesting to do in this program is to have the privilege of introducing Dr. Patty Norman, a Deputy State Superintendent. So I'm going to do that. Patty Norman launched her education career almost 30 years ago. As a lifelong learner, she went from a classroom to fulfilling job responsibilities that included district mathematics specialist, mathematics supervisor, curriculum development supervisor, curriculum director, and assistant superintendent of student achievement. Patty now works as the Deputy Superintendent of Student Achievement at the Utah State Board of Education, overseeing programs such as teaching and learning, assessment and accountability, career and technical education, licensing, counseling, mental health and wellness, equity, school improvement, and federal programs, such as special education and child nutrition programs. Patty is currently Vice Chair for the Utah Education Telehealth Network and serves on the Governor's Commission on Criminal and Juvenile Justice. And she's also on the Juvenile Justice Oversight Executive Committee. Patty also serves on the Utah System of Higher Education Student Affairs Advisory Committee. She earned her bachelor's and master's university, and her administrative certificate and doctor of philosophy at university. I reached out to State Superintendent Sydney Dixon, and she told me, quote, "Patty is one of the kindest and most positive people I know. She never speaks ill of others and always tries to understand multiple perspectives or various sides to an issue. Everyone loves her for her positivity, kindness, and willingness to learn and solve problems." I personally have been honored to get to know Dr. Norman a little bit more over the last year or so. She and Superintendent Dixon came in December and did a tour of Career Path High, which was the epic moment of my career. I was so nervous and excited at the same time because I am so proud of our school. And it meant so much to me what they thought about what we do at Career Path High. I was touched by her response and am excited to hear what she has to say to you today. But I also want to say that over the last year or so that I've gotten to know Dr. Norman a little bit more, I have been so impressed and admire not just her hard work and dedication and passion, but the courage that she has to do what it takes to improve education in the state of Utah. And it's a hard lift. And there's a lot of, and when I say courage, I mean courage. She is dedicated and passionate to doing what's right, no matter what opposition comes to her. And I am a great admirer of the work that she does and hope that she can continue to do it because we are so blessed to have her where she is right now in the Utah State Board of Education. And so with that, I invite Dr. Norman to come and speak with us.
Well, I have to start out by saying I am truly humbled. First of all, for those very kind and gracious words, so thank you so very much. Second of all, to have been invited. Because when we talk about the pinnacle of careers, when I walked into Career Path High for a visit, it blew me away. You have to remember, I've been through schools across the entire nation, across the state of Utah, local, I've even gone international and looked at schools and seeing what firsthand can happen. And when I came to Career Path High, I was greeted by students. And the students advocated on behalf of themselves and on behalf of their teachers. They were kind, gracious, and loving. Immediately, I don't know how many of you had the opportunity to walk into the school during the day. How many of you had the opportunity just to walk in during the school day? You can feel the difference and the love and the respect everyone has for each other. So today, the first part of this speech, and it's short, so don't worry. The first part of the speech is just for you. So if you've been asleep or anything else during this, I want you to at least make eye contact one time during this, because this part is just for you and for no one else. So thank you. As I look into your faces now, I want to leave you a message of 3 things. Some of them are the same as one of your faculty members over here, so I'm going to double down on that. The 3 things are this: be strong, be authentic, and enjoy the journey. So I'm going to start personal. That's why I'm looking just at you. I'm going to share a little bit of my story. I come from a background of intergenerational poverty. In fact, most of my family still lives in poverty. And along with these impoverished abuse, there was addictions in all forms, and I was also a struggling reader. I didn't have access to books in my home, and at times I experienced living in a single-bedroom home that housed more than 3 families. I grew up with a single mom who was amazing. She loved me more than all her heart, but she wasn't always there, not because she didn't love me, but because she worked so hard to give me everything she could with the opportunities that she had. I remember getting out of school and getting on a bus with my mom. We would ride from Sunset into Ogden, and I would help her clean buildings at night after school. And then the buses stopped running, so we would walk home. And then I would be to school the next day. Now, I'm not sharing this story with you to have you feel bad or to try and make some list of who came from the most challenging background. Instead, it's the exact opposite. It's about taking these steps forward. I knew that I may not have the most expensive clothes. We didn't have a car, but I could apply myself and at least get a diploma. I graduated from high school. I took 2 years to get my bachelor's degree, and at the same time I married really young and had 2 kids, but I started teaching with a bachelor's degree at the age of 20, when people said you could not. Then I went on, and I knew I'm not incredibly smart. You might have heard that list of things. That doesn't mean I'm smart. It just means I took 1 more class. Each time you take a class or learn something new, it gives you a skill. I was able to keep taking 1 more class to get my master's degree. And during this time, I received the honor of the year of Teacher of Mathematics. Then I was Teacher of the Year for the school, Teacher of the Year for the district, and most importantly, I did get my master's degree. I now have my doctorate. I did this because I wanted to show my family that no matter what, no matter where you come from or what your circumstances might be, you do have the power to make at least 1 choice each day. One more time. You have the power to make at least 1 choice per day. The world is never hopeless. You always have an impact. The next thing, be strong. You will be confronted with challenges and even experience sorrow. I want you to know these things are normal. Everyone's going to go through them. Then take those experiences and shape them into strengths. When I was a teacher in the classroom, I knew that because of my experiences and my background, there was not 1 child that would walk through those doors that I would be sitting there and they would tell me something and I would be shocked. Instead, I would be able to say to them, that was yesterday, that was last year, that was this morning. What will you do with this moment? What will you do with this day? With that, be strong. Be strong in this moment. The second, be authentic. What this means is to be true to your own values, your own personality and spirit. Find, create, and experience this life with authenticity. What you have to say matters. Who you are matters. What you like matters. Be bold, be quiet. Sit back, be brave, take risks, because each of you have a set of specific knowledge, skills, and experience. You have something that you've accomplished so far in your life and something that you're going to give that someone needs that's yet to come. A quote from Roy T. Bennett states, focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Focus on your character, not your reputation. Focus on your blessings, not your misfortunes. Focus on your goals, not your fears. Focus like a laser beam on your goals. Third one, last, and this is the important part, so I want you to really focus right now, like that last sentence. Enjoy this journey. Now, no matter where you're at or what situation you're in, have you ever felt stressed when someone asks you, what are you going to do when you graduate? And then all of a sudden, in your mind, you start thinking of all those things you should have done, what will you have to do, and even question yourself as to whether or not what you've done so far is good enough. Who in this entire room still feels that way? Well, guess what? Throughout my life, it's not been one thing. So when someone asks you, what do you want to be? Instead, think to yourself, what do I want to experience? And then you set your goals towards that. What is the job I want to have those experiences? How can I get my community to have those experiences? I myself, you've heard that list, I've also been a cake decorator, a certified nursing assistant, a waitress, a teacher, a mentor, a mother, a wife, and deputy superintendent, what I am now. There's no longer that idea of a single job. It's learning more, and it's taking one more class. Learning one more thing. In closing, one more quote from Bennett. It doesn't matter how many people, now this is for the entire room. It doesn't matter how many people you meet in your life. You just need the real ones to accept you for who you are and help you become who you should be. That means I am closing with a thank you to the administrators, parents, grandparents, guardians, your friends, your support system, and others that have helped you make it here today. So I'll go out today, be strong, be authentic, and enjoy this journey. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Mr. Clint Morris to the podium. This is the last really official thing before you get your diplomas. Okay? So, but in short, I promise. So I appreciate having Clint Morris here today representing the Career Path High Governing Board. As director of Career Path High, I am pleased to present to you the 2022 graduating class of Career Path High. Having completed the requirements for graduation set forth by the Utah State Board of Education and recommend them to you for graduation.
Thank you. As a member of the Career Path High Governing Board, having been presented the 2022 graduating class of Career Path High, and receiving confirmation that they have fulfilled the requirements for graduation set forth by the Utah State Board of Education, I accept them as graduates of Career Path High. Congratulations.
Okay, this is the really fun part where you get those diplomas. I would like to invite up in the line Valerie Jones, interim president, Brian Welch, interim principal, Brian Welch, assistant principal, Dr. Norman, deputy superintendent. We also have President Brush, President Davis Technical College, and from our governing board. Thank you for being here. We do something pretty awesome at Career Path High, and I know most of you know of our success coaches and the powerful role they play in supporting students throughout their time at Career Path High. One of our traditions at graduation is to have their success coach read a highlight about that student as they receive their diploma, and luckily we are a small enough graduating class that doesn't make this a really long ceremony. So we will go ahead and invite our graduates to start lining up, and our first success coach.
Christopher Van Etten. Christopher was a part of the electrician program. He is a super hard worker and will work until the job is done. Christopher enjoys fixing things around his house, enjoys taking things apart to how they work. He has had a lot of challenges this year, both academically and with his health, but he's pushed through to graduate and finish everything early on top of it. He has maintained a positive attitude throughout the year and is always ready to tell a funny story or a good joke. Christopher is looking forward to working as an electrician after he graduates, and he is looking forward to going on a cruise with his family this summer to celebrate some major family milestones. TJ Waite. TJ was a part of the business program this year. TJ is a very talented artist, and she excels at a lot of different mediums, including painting, drawing, digital art, and design. TJ is an incredibly driven and hardworking person. She made a plan to graduate a semester early and made it look easy. She was an excellent student while she was at Career Path High, and I really enjoyed being her success coach. After graduating last semester, TJ began working full-time, and after taking a gap year, TJ plans to attend college and study art education.
Samuel Chatterton. Sam participated in the automotive program, and he is also in the process of completing the automation and robotics program. Sam is a man of many talents. He plays guitar, participates in the Rotary Service Organization, and he spends his free time working for a local party company where he gets to be, among other things, a casino dealer, airbrush tattoo artist, stagehand, and mechanical bull operator. Sam also received the Next Gen Leader Award this year. I really admire Sam's ambition and commitment to his future. He knows what he wants and he's taking all the right steps to get there. Sam is also one of the most friendly and respectful students you will ever meet. I have so enjoyed being his success coach, and I am confident he will find success in his future endeavors. Next year, Sam plans to complete the automation and robotics program and then attend Utah State University. Zessa Northrop. Zessa completed the CNA program and he is almost done with the phlebotomy program. Zessa is a talented musician, as you all saw, and actor. He plays the guitar, he sings, and he even co-founded and served as vice president of Career Path High's very first improv club this year. Zessa was also a Next Gen Leader this year. He was prom loyalty last year, and he always participates in school activities. My favorite moment was when he dressed up like me for Spirit Week, wig and all. Really committed. I really admire Zessa's kindness and resilience. He has been through some very difficult struggles, but he always perseveres with a good attitude. He's a wonderful friend and an excellent example to other students. I'm going to miss Zessa's unique style and sense of humor, as well as his positive presence on campus. Next year, Zessa plans to attend Weber State to begin his pre-med degree. He hopes to attend University of Utah for medical school, then complete a residency in pediatrics. Zessa plans to eventually work for Doctors Without Borders. Gavin White. Gavin participated in the culinary arts and business administration programs. Gavin is a funny and creative student. He enjoys making art, cooking food, and cracking jokes. He's also a great friend to many, and he is exceptionally good at video games. I really admire Gavin's perseverance. He had a lot of schoolwork to do this year, and I'm sure there were many moments that felt overwhelming. But no matter how difficult things got, Gavin stayed in contact with his teachers and continued trying. It is that type of grit that will help him succeed in his future. I am incredibly proud to award Gavin a diploma today.
Next year, Gavin plans to travel to Korea, and he hopes to eventually study medical research.
All right. Lyle Barlow. Like Lyle, I'm a man of few words. Lyle has been working in the diesel mechanic program here at the DATC, which he loves. And he's also been working as a mechanic in a diesel shop up in Fremont. He's been a very hardworking person in his career choice, and he loves it. Just a little while ago, Lyle decided that he did want to graduate from high school, and once he put his mind to it, he did amazingly well. He knows what he wants to do with his life. He plans to get a CDL and eventually have his own trucking business. And it's been a pleasure to work with and get to know Lyle. All right, Ember Hugh. Ember has been a pleasure to work with. As I've got to know her, she's always cheerful and happy and brings a smile with her, and along with her little sister. And so I'd love to have both of them and get to know both of them well. She worked in the plumbing program. She's been a very hard worker. She has lots of different plans, though I don't know that she's exactly determined career-wise what she wants to do. She's very kind and caring and a happy person. After graduation, she plans to move to Idaho tomorrow and get a job, save up some money, and buy a Melody Lundskog. If anybody knows Melody, she loves to do hair and nails. She is in the program here at the DATC and will graduate from that program in just a couple months. Melody is a very hard-working, dedicated young woman. As I've got to know her this year, it's been a great pleasure to see her happy smile and how much other people appreciate her and love her. She plans to get a job in Holiday in a salon, and she's also going to then move up to Park City and try to make ends into the fashion industry. Eventually, she's going to move to my homeland in Italy and pursue a career in fashion and hair and nails. But I look forward to seeing her succeed at that and learn Italian and love the land that I love.
My honor to read the senior highlights for his Success Coach students. So we'll start with Katrina Bissell. Ms. Jefferson wrote, Kat attended the Culinary Arts program at Davis Tech. Kat is an amazing young woman and student. She is such a good friend to her peers and treats everyone with respect. Kat is a bit of a social butterfly and loves to talk with friends at school. She also loves to cook and bake, with Korean food being her favorite. Kat has been a joy to work with over the adult league. One thing I admire about Colby is his work ethic. Colby is a hardworking guy, and that will serve him well in his life. Another thing that I admire about Colby is his character. He's genuine, honest, and caring. He's the kind of guy you would want to be your friend. Okay, Cohen Johnson. Cohen attends the plumbing program at Davis Tech. Cohen loves to do flips and tricking, which is similar to what gymnastics do, but just on the ground. He loves Legos. Some might say he's even obsessed with them, He wants to learn how to do something. He works hard and practices until he gets it down. After graduating, Cohen plans on continuing with the plumbing program at Davis Tech. Program for the last 2 years. Wyatt loves sports of any kind. He has run track for the last 2 years and was on our first school-sponsored basketball team. He is also a super fan of anything Marvel. One thing that I admired about Wyatt over the past 2 years is that when he needs to get something done, he just gets after it. He doesn't know, if he doesn't know how to do it, then he finds someone who can help him.
Carson Burton. He has hobbies including working on cars and playing guitar. One thing that I really admire about Carson is that he is willing to do a lot of hard work and get things done. And in the future, he wants to take his automotive skills and eventually become a power sports mechanic. Carson. James Hanna. James participated in hobbies mostly around sarcasm and video games. One thing I really admire is that he's willing to stand up for what he believes in and brings a lot of passion and intensity to things that he cares about. And he continues to his plans for the future are continuing his career at United Team Mechanical, where he's been working for most of the last year. Including video games as well, but also he has great ideas for fantasy stories that he shared with me. I'm really excited to see what he accomplishes with that in the future. And he plans on continuing his DTC program to complete that and get certification. Just barely completed the phlebotomy program at Davis Tech, and her hobbies include things like fashion, improv, journaling, and reading. Something that I really, really admire about Hina is that she has a drive to accomplish things, but not just accomplish them, but like be her best at everything that she takes on, especially when things are daunting or difficult. In the future, Athena is planning on continuing her education at first locally and working in phlebotomy, and then eventually transferring to a university. David Hockley. So David participated in the composites program at Davis Tech. His hobbies are video games and taking care of his pet birds. One thing that I admire about David is his endless positivity. Whenever there's any struggles, any problems in life, he's always kind and optimistic in tackling those. As you saw earlier, Brielle has hobbies that include great things as far as taking on those kinds of responsibilities and making sure that things get done, and teen psychologist. Roller skating, writing poetry, hiking, drawing, and reading. Things that I admire about her, she's just very friendly. Career there. She would also like to.
And so I had to walk over and see what Jackson was doing, which is now behind my desk, on my wall. And I thought to myself, here is a guy who follows his passions and knows what he loves. Jackson is capable of doing anything. He never stops. He does it. It is a forward to doing his apprenticeship. Hopefully in the fall, I think he's going to take the summer off to go to the beach. But I just made that up. He would talk to, and he would further talk back. What I admire most about Seth is the fact that he has the ability to do anything. He told me a story about how he learned, how he taught himself he could make that weld perfect. Seth plans on going into the mining industry. He loves to explore old mines. You can find him on weekends. He and his friends are going to abandoned mines, which he shouldn't do, and looking through them to see what they mine. He is a doer and plans on, as he works in the mining industry, he's going to help us all have warm homes, have cell phones that work, and have safe cars, because we all have to have things to build those. Congratulations, Seth. Grant Locke. I've known Grant for a very long time. I say this because he lives 2 houses down. I won't Grant 1,000 metal broke, not the weld. He's amazing. He has all sorts of projects. He used to come down and he showed me an articulated hand that he had made. And he had a string, and when he pulled the string, the finger moved. It was amazing. He is a born inventor. He is always fiddling with something and is always making something. What I admire most about Grant is his ability to see metal and not see the metal, but see the finished product. That is a gift. Edison had it. Yet. Grant is going to spend the summer up in Washington, where he is going to learn blacksmithing. Congratulations, Grant.
Mitchell Olson. Mitchell is a leader in our school community. For 4 years, he has served in one capacity or another. Mitchell has worked tirelessly to finish in the automotive program and has a couple of classes left before he will be able to graduate. He was able to receive a scholarship for the rest of his programs at ETC. Eric, long jumps for me and tell me how I could have done better. Mitchell is all about becoming better, faster, stronger, and doing his personal best.
This means at work, we're asking to take on extra classes. Danny knows her worth. I have zero doubt that she will overcome all future obstacles with the honesty, courage, integrity, and grit that I've seen. And she'll be having fun too. Becoming a gynecologist. Ian participated in the electrical program at DTC. Among his strengths are and hobbies are exercise and show leadership to his peers. He has overcome major challenges this year with a smile on his face. His future is bright, and I look forward to seeing what he does next. His plans for the future: in order to get his license, he'll go to school for 5 more years while working in the field. This will require monumental effort, but Ian relishes the opportunity. And I have zero doubt that he will overcome all obstacles in his path. All this work will ultimately result in Ian leading entire crews of workers, making very competitive wages by the age of 24. Walker May. He's very empathetic. He's very community-minded. I admire Walker. He's a kind soul. I dare say he doesn't step on the grass because he doesn't want to hurt it. I'm exaggerating, but Walker really is a gentle person. I've enjoyed getting to know him. He's interested in a wide range of subjects, from the science of composites to human psychology. And I really look forward to learning about more of his successes in the future. As he finishes his program in composites in July, once he finishes that, he wants to work in the composite industry, which is a field that is in incredibly high demand. He wants to stay close to the area because of his family ties. He also has no telling if it is your future. However, you can
Felix, in addition to his academic achievements, I admire the genuine person Felix is. He is kind and thoughtful, he cares deeply for his friends, and has the best sense of humor. I will miss Felix. Dominic Bowman. Dominic is participating in the culinary arts program with Davis Tech. One of Dominic's passions and strengths is his love for baking. He worked for his dad at his coffee shop, and there he learned the importance of what it takes to run a business when he has his own bakery one day. He also enjoys playing video games and hanging out with his friends. One thing I truly admire about Dominic is his tenacity to get things done. As his success coach, I am frustrated with his academic progress, almost to the point of wanting to give it all up. We met weekly, and together with our Career Path High staff, completed it earlier than certification in the Information Technology program with Davis Tech. One of Caesar's strengths is that he is a creator. He is proficient in the art line person. There is an ease when talking with him, and he will greet you with a smile and converse with the utmost respect. I will miss his daily pop-ins to say hi and get candy from him. I know without any doubt that Caesar will go and do amazing things with his life. Caesar's plan for the future, for the immediate future, is to focus on his Davis Tech cybersecurity program. He also plans to attend Salt Lake Community College for his prerequisites and then attend Utah Valley University, majoring in computer science. He eventually wants to have a career as a security analyst and architect. Congratulations. Zach Swan. Zach is participating in Davis Tech's Composite Materials Technology program. Zach has several hobbies, and if he is working with his hands, he is in his happy place. He loves to work on his car that once belonged to his grandmother, tend to his plants, which he is grateful are still alive, and build things. I have so enjoyed being Zach's success coach. I admire his efforts to push through when things get heavy. He had a bumpy road, but pulled through, and I'm so proud of his efforts. I will miss our weekly meetings where Zach would share pictures of the progress from his beloved Chevy. I will also miss all the funny memes and jokes Zach would share with me. And truly one of the funniest kiddos I know. Zach's plans for the future is to finish his Composite Materials Technology program and work in this field. He will go on to his mission, and he is very excited to get out on his own and do the adult. Congratulations.
Shayla Checkets. Shayla was enrolled in the Architectural and Engineering Design program at Davis Tech. Shayla loves to draw, paint, spend time with her cat, earn candles, write, and play video games. She also started the Improv Club and was nominated for prom royalty. The first word that comes to mind when I think of Shayla is poise. As you've all seen, she handles herself with a lot of grace, confidence, determination, and focus. Shayla plans to enroll at Salt Lake Community College in their Environmental Science and Sustainability program. Congratulations, Shayla. Kristen Griffith. Kristen was enrolled in the Web and Graphic Design program at Davis Tech. She's an incredible artist, if you ever get a chance to see some of her art. She has been working on a graphic novel series with her friend, and the thing I admire most about Kristen is her sense of humor. She's so quirky and fun. If there's a random costume person walking down the hall, good chances it's Kristen. That really happened, dancing down the hall as Spider-Man. So she was voted most likely to be on SNL in the yearbook, and I can definitely see why. So, her plans are to work towards getting a career in graphic design, and she's starting with her program with Davis Tech. Congratulations, Kristen. Caitlin Witter. Caitlin is in the Web and Graphic Design program at Davis Tech also. One of her strengths and hobbies is art. Art has been a passion of Caitlin since she was little. She has a very impressive art portfolio of art from many different mediums. The thing I admire about Caitlin is her kindness. I see her kindness in her interactions with others and in her job as an assistant reader. There were many times she would not be rested because she would have been up all night the night before taking care of puppies. And Caitlin plans in the future to continue with graphic design. Congratulations, Caitlin. Evans Anderton. Evans has done well in the Web and Graphic Design program with Davis Tech. Some of the things Evan enjoys are long conversations. I'm just kidding. That's probably his most favorite thing. But I did enjoy many of our interactions as I got to know Evan better. He likes playing video games, watching movies, and spending time with family. One thing I really admire about Evan is his intelligence. I don't think he often gives himself enough credit, but he's extremely intelligent, and I'm excited for him and where that will take him in the future. His future plans are to continue with the Web and Graphic Design program, which he is almost completed. So congratulations, Evan. McCall Behunin. McCall has participated in the Nail Tech program this past year. She is very talented at creating nail designs. I've seen some of them and wouldn't mind having some of them on my nails. She loves animals and has just applied to work with a veterinary clinic. She loves boating and going on drives with sweet music. McCall came to Career Path in hopes of a better educational experience. I have seen her work hard to achieve that. I think she has learned just how strong and resilient she is. I admire her grit and perseverance. She plans to work this summer and then finish the NELTEC program with Davis Tech in the fall. Congratulations, McCall. Zach Gersh. Zach participated in the automotive program over the last couple of years. This has been a super useful skill as he's been able to apply his knowledge in taking care of his Jeep, aka the snack wagon. Zach also has other hobbies that include BMX riding and exploring nature. I have watched Zach develop into a more confident and mature young man. We have had many conversations over the years about his goals, challenges, and growth. I am privileged to be part of his educational and life journey. I admire Zach's loyalty, compassion for others, and unwavering respect. After graduation, he plans to take a year to enjoy life. After that, he plans to enter into the military and will hopefully continue to enjoy life there. Congrats, Jack. Mikkel Glass. Mikkel earned certification in the Certified Nurse Assistant program with Davis Tech. She also pushed herself to graduate early in January over this year. And so that she wouldn't forget me, I kept texting her just to check in. In her spare time, Mikkel loves to read, create art, and play video games. She loves fashion and always comes to school with her fun and unique style. I admire Mikkel's beautiful confidence. She has such a fun style and I loved learning about her life. I always pushed her to get a 4.0 because she has an incredible brain. Anything she wants to do in life, she will be able to because she's that intelligent. Not only is she intelligent, but she makes me laugh with the fun stories she would tell. Mikkel's plans for the near future are to get a job and hopefully get a place of her own. Long term, she's going to impact others in a beautiful way. Congrats. Miles Gilbert. Miles earned certification in the Certified Nurse Assistant program with Davis Tech. He also pushed himself to graduate early in January this year. Miles enjoys music, going on drives, any art, video games, and educating himself on what is going on in the world and how it is going to impact his life as a trans male. One day, Miles asked if I wanted to read a piece of his writing. I didn't really understand what I was about to read, but what I read was Miles' journey to be his true self. It was personal, and I won't share details, but it touched my heart and told me many things that I admire about Miles. In June, Miles is starting the phlebotomy program at Davis Tech, and then we'll go into surgical tech or medical assisting. Congratulations, Miles. Whitney Godfrey. Whitney came to CPH the end of her 11th grade year and then graduated in January of her 12th grade year. She wasn't with us long, but the time I got to spend with Whitney was valuable to me.
Her interests include spending time indoors, hiking, opposite. Outdoors, I wrote outdoors, hiking and enjoying nature and listening to music. I admire Whitney for her independent spirit. She wants to explore life and figure things out. Being a teenager isn't easy, and trying to figure life out and how to transition out of the teenage years is even more challenging. Whitney has been on this path for the last year and has really tried to figure out what is best for her. I really admire this. This summer, she plans to work and save money and then attend Salt Lake Community College in the fall and then transfer to the University of Utah and major in social work. Congratulations, Whitney. Byron Gratteau. I feel like I can't fully do this on my own. I need to give a shout out to Mrs. Guerra, who was also Byron's success coach and had a major impact. Byron participated in the welding program with Davis Tech. He went to CPH's 9th grade year and then transferred out for his 10th and 11th grade year, and we were delighted when he returned his senior year. Byron has some incredible talents. He produces music, skates, writes, draws, and in his spare time, he plays video games. Byron is one of the most interesting people to talk to. He has such a common sense and respectful approach to learning. He truly wants to understand others' perspectives. In today's society, people are so quick to judge and be defensive about their opinions. However, Byron takes the time to let people know he just wants to learn from them. I admire this greatly about him. This summer, Byron plans to spend more time with his talents and hobbies. Then in the fall, he plans to continue in the welding program at Davis Tech. Congratulations, Byron. Asia Montgomery. Asia has been working hard for the last year and a half in the business administration program. She enjoys art, painting, and hanging out with friends. I admire many things about Asia, but two I want to highlight. First, she is a kind person. She is genuinely kind and caring towards others. Second, she can do hard things. She has asked me frequently with real intent to receive an honest answer if I think she can graduate. My answer was always the same: yes, I believe in you. It hasn't been an easy road for her, but I have been so proud of her consistent hard work to reach this goal. Asia's plan for the future is to continue in the business administration program with Davis Tech, and then seeing where she can apply what she's learning in the workforce. Congratulations, Asia. Bibbles Startup. Bibbles is an early graduate. She's graduating an entire year early. This I won't miss at all. So she did that in place of a Davis Tech program. She completed her 11th and 12th grade year in 1 year. Bibbles places priority on family, friends, faith, being happy, sports, and weightlifting. I have had the privilege of being the success coach of two of her previous siblings that have graduated from CPH. They are an amazing family. I want to talk a little bit more about her weightlifting. I've seen her at the gym, and Bibbles puts everyone to shame at the gym as she works to build her strength and reach her goals. And I did notice, I don't know if they're still here, but some of her weightlifting family is here. I admire many things about Bibbles, but one that stands out above the rest is her cheerful personality. She is sunshine in the room.
Bibbles has several options she's deciding between for this summer. She may start attending college at BYU Idaho in July, or stay home a little longer. Or my favorite option is she is considering to use her superpowers to rid the world of frowns and unhappiness. Congratulations, Bibbles.
Gideon Kleinman. Gideon participated in the automation and robotics program. His hobbies include doing mixed martial arts, boxing, weightlifting, and most importantly, and annoying me and other teachers. I don't understand why he liked to annoy me, because I always would give him such a warm welcome when he came into my classroom or sat at my station. He's a hardworking student that has grown a lot since joining CPH last year. He has learned much more about accountability and taking ownership of his learning. I can at least attest that his writing skills have improved by leaps and bounds. All kidding aside, in between his shoulder and that wild curly hair of his, he has a great head on his shoulders, a very smart and bright mind. I don't think I witnessed any class he took here that was too challenging for him. I definitely expect him to go to college and have a great, successful career there, to increase his challenges and enhance his skills even further. He plans to enroll at Salt Lake Community College and begin taking generals. He intends to go on a mission, and when he returns, he intends to finish that degree and get an engineering degree and work for an energy company. Gideon, please let me know which company you end up working for. I want to live far away from there. Congratulations, Gideon. Josh McFarland. Josh participated in the plumbing program at Davis Tech. Josh is good at approaching new and challenging tasks. He is not afraid to try new things. He has a big interest in aquariums and he loves to go fishing. Josh is quite a kid, young adult. He was just a cute little ninth grader when I met him and became a success coach. So I still think of him as that little ninth grader. I've enjoyed seeing Josh become the man he is today. He is a very determined person, and he works and he sets goals for himself. His true intelligence and potential is yet to be fully unveiled, in my opinion. Josh's work ethic and approach to challenges will power him through college and through life. His future is bright, and I know he's going to succeed very well in whatever profession he builds. His plans for the next few years are to work as a plumber while going to college. He is not yet sure what his major will be, but he does envision himself getting an MBA. Congratulations, Josh. Colton Rigby. Colton participated in the automotive program at Davis Tech. He is good with his hands-on work. His hobbies include working on his dirt bike, motorcycles, and anything with an engine. He enjoys camping, fishing, and being outdoors. The biggest thing I came to like about Colton when I met him is he is a Star Wars fan like me. We've had some cool fandom conversations in the past. This past year has been a struggle for him, but he worked really hard when crunch time came to get it done. And that says a lot about his ability to work under pressure. I hope you learned a lot about what he's capable of and what he can apply and how he can apply it to overcome future challenges. Colton plans to work for Young Power Sports in Layton as a mechanic. Now Now I know where I can get a discount if I need my play school scooter serviced. Okay, congratulations, Colton. Eric Schreiber. Eric participated in the automotive program at Davis Tech. His main hobby is working on his car. He loves video games, and he is a master at napping. Eric grew his strength and resiliency during this last year. He was dealing with a lot in his life, and his determination to finish school and graduate taught him a lot about what he can accomplish. Resiliency and grit is a very strong attribute that I hope serves him well in his future. I really admire Eric's calm demeanor, even when the stress is high. I have felt and seen his frustration in the trials of school, but he has always stayed pretty low-key in his emotions. I always knew Eric would get behind in his classes every quarter, and his goal was to always just avoid the SSP, just by a little bit. When the end of the quarter came, he knew how to turn up the speed to get the coursework done. So another skill I think he has is performing under pressure. I know he is so ecstatic his school days are done, for now. I know how bright he is and how much he is capable of learning, so I hope he returns to some level of higher education one day. He plans on taking a nice long break from school and just working full-time. He hopes to one day go back and finish his automotive program. His goal in life is to become a performance racer mechanic. Congratulations, Eric.
I want to invite Athena up. She has a poem that she's written for us today. And then after that, Mitchell Olson will come and we'll get to toss your caps and then we're going to get out of Dodge, right?
Give me a second, I'm a little nervous. I was not told that I solely had to read my poem before. I had a little bit of a speech beforehand, which I don't think they planned for, but whatever. I already got my diploma. So, hi, I'm Athena. I was asked to speak today as the Phoenix Rising, which basically was I hadn't gone to school for 4 years, and I came to Career Path High my junior year. And I did all 4 years in 2 years and managed to come third in the class, which I think speaks for itself. I was doubted a lot when I said my ambitions throughout school and when I first came here, but people quickly changed their mind. And I think the best little blurb about this is when I was at the art show this year, I was talking to Miss Jones, and she said to me that when I first came to this school, she wasn't expecting much from me. She thought I would be kind of a problem student. And she has never been so wrong in such a pleasant way before. This poem I'm reading to you is a little bit about my journey, but I also think it's pretty universal to a lot of the students that have come here. And I also had a friend in mind when I was writing it. He unfortunately passed away the day after I wrote it, and so I'm dedicating this poem to him. His name is Cruz Berry, and if only he had been able to cut his puppet strings. Sorry. We love you. This is my poem, Fault. It's your
It's your fault. You failed, you ended up here. That was your fault. They told you it was your fault. You were scared fault. You cowered in fear fault. They were right, but not quite like that. You were commandeered. They were like a puppeteer. Because it's your fault you are here. It's your fault. It was your fault. You ended here. Nobody wants to be here, but now you got through here. You cut their puppet strings. It's your fault. You are now here, success here, arbitrarily, but it's your fault. You're going to be successful by your own fault. They told you you weren't by your own fault. This is your revenge. It's your fault. You were successful by your own fault. They said you would be nothing, but that's on their fault. Their fault, wrong fault, definitely wrong fault. You have the right fault, right fault, right fault. Because you have the control fault, because you're here on your own fault, and it is your fault. And also say that my friend Cruz, even though he never received his diploma, also achieved it as well with us. So, thank you so much. Have a good
Okay, this thing's working me. Oh man, it's so good to see all you guys. What? All right, good afternoon, everybody. I know you all want to get out of here, so I'm going to try and go fast, okay? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mitchell Olson. I am your 12th grade representative. Can we give all the teachers, everybody's helped you, one last round of applause, please. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you guys realize, but our 3 years of high school has been the hardest 3 years. Dude, sophomore year, COVID showed up. Junior year, we had a whole year of staying at home, and it was the hardest thing to get work done. Okay, but this year was a little bit easier without all the ending, but I had a government class, really hard. I would like to say some quotes. I found them on TikTok, and it never said who actually wrote them, but I tried to look them up, and they just never showed up. But so here's the first one. Small steps in the right direction are better than big steps in the wrong direction. Think about that for a second. Okay, and here's the second one. Okay. All right, thanks. Yeah. You might want to write it down so you can think about it later too. All right, here's the next one. Satan attacked me when he saw me that my head was down, but he got scared when I looked up and said amen. Now, people will always bring you down and attack you when your head is down. Now, something I've learned this year is the power of your mindset. Now, don't let people get in your head. Change your mindset. You can only allow one person to change your mindset, and that's you. Not other people, only you. Now get in the right mind and stay there. Don't care about what other people say about you. Follow your dreams and don't let anyone get in your way. And if they do, push them out. Come on. Get them out of there. Now, my senior quote says, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will do it for you. So please believe in yourself. Okay? Now I have one more quote. I have lots of quotes. This one's also from TikTok. I still have no idea who said it. But this one hits hard. No matter how weak you may think you are, every person has the ability to change something better. But remember, the stronger the mind is, the better the results will be. Now, thank you. And all my fellow graduates, please stand up. To signify that we have fully graduated, will you please move this to the left? Guess I'll go this way.